Johnson. Johnson. There's Johnson here.
It's not Johnson.
Well, then what is it? Jurassic Park expert?
Dodson. Are you recording me?
No. Why don't you explain to us what you're doing?
I'm gonna slice up some chicken breasts. Boneless, skinless. Cooking 2, even though the recipe that I'm providing you with is for 1. So keep in mind that throughout the video.
Is that a Zergling you're cutting up?
Yeah, fresh Zergling. You want to keep this on medium to medium-high heat. For this I'm using 7 out of 10 for instance. Using cayenne peppers, some oregano in place of the basil, ground cinnamon, balsamic vinegar instead of red wine vinegar, seasoned salt, the vegetable oil, hang on. Alright, so let's heat it up for a little bit. And you want to get a thin layer enough to cover the entire bottom of the pan. Doesn't really matter how much you put in there in the end. What matters is the vinegar. You want to use about a teaspoon, depending on your taste. I like a good amount in there, and you want to get the seasoned salt in there. It actually flavors up the oil a little bit for you. Looking at the heavy-duty spatula. It's jagged. Smells heck of good. Alright, it's hot enough. Get the chicken in there. So I want to get the chicken cooking. Cook it all the way before you add any other ingredients. And the vinegar adds a little bit of a zing to it. Lowering the heat back down to medium-high. What I like to do, just to make it a little easier to distribute the ingredients, is make them separately in a bowl. Cayenne pepper in there. I'm using a lot. I have a lot more chicken than normal, and I like it spicy. Some oregano. And some cinnamon. I'm actually going to put in a little bit of water. best. Now we're going to drain this, just like most chicken's done cooking. Bring that back to a simmer and let it cook for a little bit. Already amazing. Add just a little bit of lemon pepper on that. It's going to need a little bit more cayenne pepper. It's not quite spicy enough for me. You can see the sauce is starting to thicken from the cinnamon. That's good.
Don't you mean the Zergling blood is starting to thicken?
Yeah, the Zergling blood that's coming out of this Zergling meat is starting to thicken. Stir it up, and now we're going to add the final ingredients. This is what really makes this chicken different from all the others.
Zergling meat.
Alright, now we're just going to do a layer that's enough, pretty much the same amount of syrup as you did vegetable oil in the beginning. Just want to get enough to cover the bottom layer. Wonderful. Now if you take a look, get close in on that, you can see the sauce starts to get thicker as you cook it. Now you want to make sure you have a pretty thick amount of sauce, but you also want to make sure you don't cook it too much, because if you cook it too much, that syrup's going to start to burn and the flavor is just going to go out the door.
Sounds like breakfast on Antigua Prime.
Alright, it looks like we are just about done with our Zergling Bash Chicken. Let's turn off this heat, get it all onto a plate, and show you the final product. You'll see a nice, sticky, now you can see the syrup's already starting to burn. But that's okay, we're getting it out just in time. There is your Zergling Bash Chicken. Let's have a sampler. Look at that. Amazing chicken.
Amazing Zergling meat.
It gives you that amazing, sweet, syrupy flavor at the beginning. And as you chew it, as the syrup flavor starts going away, it starts being overcome by the spice that you put in there. It's really, really quite amazing. And that's it for Zergling Bash Chicken. I have plenty more recipes to come, a lot more things to cook. And Jacob, you want to try it? Jacob trying his first bite of Zergling Bash Chicken.
I'm a little nervous here.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
On paper, this sounds disgusting.
I agree. It does, but wait until you taste that. Looks pretty bad too.
The only reason I'm eating this is because it's inspired by the StarCraft universe.
That's support for a game there. Just initial reaction.
Best chicken ever.
Alright, and there you have it for the Zergling Bash Chicken. Thanks for watching, everybody have a good one.